Hey all, quick review of what we did yesterday. So you're going to be doing addition and subtraction of fractions. I liked my hair this morning. It looked nice. Good. So remember, we can only add or subtract fractions if the denominators are the same. So the first thing you want to do for each question is look at the denominators. And if we look at our denominators, they're both 5. So I have 3/5. And then I'm going to add, so I cut a cake into 5 pieces. I take 3 out. I put another cake into 5 pieces and another cake into 5 pieces, and I get 8 out. So I took 3 out. I took 8 out. That means I have 11/5. Remember, we do not add the bottoms because that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about fifths, not tenths. So we just do this. Let 3 plus 8 over 5. And that's fine. You can just leave it like that. It's an improper fraction. If you're feeling adventurous and you want to try to put it into a mixed number, it's 11 divided by 5. So 5 goes in twice with 1 left over. You don't have to do both of them, but you can. For the next one, we're going to do the same thing. We want to make sure that the denominators are the same. So the first thing I look at is, are they both 20 on the denominator side? And they are. So I have 17 20ths. I have a cake. I put it into 20 pieces. There's 17 left. And then I take 13 away. So that would give me 4 20th left. This answer would be correct. But if you would like to, you can divide both 4 and 20 by 4. And that would simplify 1 over 5. Notice we're not using the decimal format. If you just put it in decimal form, that means you probably used a calculator and you don't know how to add fractions. And I'm not going to count that as correct. So make sure you're putting it into fraction form. This is just the same problems we looked at yesterday. The next one, this is what I want you to do. We're going to look and see if the denominators are the same again. One has a 5 and one has a 4. So what I would like you to do is underneath, show me how you're going to change the denominators. We're going to multiply 2/5 by the other denominator, this 4 at the bottom here. So I'm going to multiply 2 over 5 by 4 over 4. And then we're going to multiply 3 over 4. What do you think? Think about what you're going to multiply 3 over 4 by. Okay, 2 over 5 by 4. So what do we do 3 over 4 by? And if you said 5 over 5, because we're using this denominator, you were correct. This is what I want to see. This is part of the process. This is a point. So if you give me the answer without showing me this and this next step, you don't get all the points for the answer. The answer will be 1 point. This is a point, and the next step is a point. So there's 3 points for this question. These questions are only 1 point each. These questions are 3 points. The first point is this. Second point would be to actually do the multiplication. This would be 8 over 20 plus, remember, we just multiply across 15 over 20. And then you can give me the answer of 23 over 20. So this is 1 point. Doing the multiplication is 1 point. And getting the answer is 1 point. And if you wanted to turn this into an improper fraction, you can. There's 23 divided by 20 goes 1 time, and there's 3 left over. All right, and then the last thing, we're going to do the same exact thing. Subtraction. Notice that, so the first thing I look for is the denominators are not the same. One's got a 5 and one's got a 4. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to multiply 2 over 5 by this 4, and 3 over 4 by this 5. In this case now, I want to do subtraction. So it's going to be 8 over 20 minus 15 over 20. Do not subtract the 20s. That's the common mistake people were making yesterday. You may still make it. Do not subtract the denominators. That means 8 minus 15. 8 is smaller than 15. So we're going to take the sign of 15, which is negative. 15 minus 8 is 7. That will be your answer. So go ahead and do the rest of these. And that is your work for today.